It's 5 minutes before the hour. Always a pleasure to have Pastor Rick Patrick, Senior Pastor at First Baptist Church in Sylacauga. And Pastor Rick, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Thank you for having me on, Jimmy Dale. Well, likewise. Yeah. You do this every day.
Hey, a special day coming up, September 26th, and
Yes,
I know
sir.
you're excited about that.
We surely are. There's a senior adult revival. We're going to meet from 10 to 1 on that day. That's going to be on Tuesday, September 26th. And we're really looking forward to inviting everyone in the community to come. We're going to have Keith Pugh, former pastor. He was at the church from 1994 to 2006. And he's coming back. He's going to preach a couple of messages. We're going to sing the old hymns. We're going to sing out of the hymnal. A lot of folks will never sing out of the hymnal, you know, so it's be kind of an old-fashioned revival theme. And we thought maybe some of the people in our community might want to attend because they remember that time when Keith was here and they'd be familiar with that. Maybe a time to reconnect a little bit with him personally. And so we need folks to sign up, though, because we're going to have a catered lunch. Cup of Grace is going to cater a lunch. It's going to cost $5, but you can't buy a lunch for $5.
That's a cheap meal,
you
man.
can't buy a lunch for $5 these days. But we do need to know you're coming so that we have a lunch for you. I mean, old-fashioned singing, old-fashioned preaching, and a good time of fellowship, and we really hope that folks will come for this.
And, of course, Keith is former Alabama football player. That'll draw some folks, too.
Absolutely. A great player and just wonderful representative of the Crimson Tide, and we're very proud of Keith for that. He's just well-loved in our church and in our community, and I know people will want to see him, but also to experience worship the way that it was maybe 30, 40, 50 years ago, where, you know, church life has changed a little bit. We won't be singing off the wall songs. We won't be singing those contemporary things. It'll be old-fashioned hymns and just really a senior adult revival.
We used to have those red-back hymnals, you know, we used to sing out of.
Yes.
What is one of your favorite hymns?
Oh, goodness. Now you've got me on the spot. I love them all.
Oh, yeah?
The hymn that I just sang is usually my favorite, but you've got to love Amazing Grace. You've got to love How Great Thou Art. You've got to love Come Thou Fount of Every Blessing. You've got to love, I mean, they're all great. In the Garden. It just kind of depends on what mood you're in, sort of.
So who would be considered, you know, we say senior adults. Who do we consider senior adults?
I remember Brother Bill Percy once said, if you're over 50, you're a senior adult. I'll tell you, the AARP sent me my first card trying to recruit me to this. I haven't signed up yet and may not.
Depress you, did.
But it did. I was 49 and a half. And they sent me that AARP card. So really, it's just if you want to come and you like that style of music and want to experience that day with us, we invite you to come.
And this is for ladies and guys, right?
Of course. Everybody in the community is invited. But again, we need you to sign up. They can do that in a few different ways. They could call the church at 256-245-6301. You can email our church ministry assistant, Jackie Lovett, at jlovett@joinfirst.net. Or if you happen to be by the church, you can just go sign up on the sign-up sheet across from the church office. But we need you to do that by Wednesday the 20th so that we have a sandwich for you on Tuesday the 26th.
You know, there may be people that are watching this morning from other parts of the state that have been affiliated with Keith or with the church, and they fit that mode, and maybe they hadn't been in the church since it's been remodeled. It's a beautiful, beautiful church.
Well, we are very pleased with the way that remodeling turned out. It's just a beautiful renovation, and we certainly would invite those folks to come and reconnect a little bit. It's a little bit like a family reunion.
Yeah.
I've noticed at churches I've served previously, whenever I go back, I reconnect. You know, think about relationships that you build. It's a little bit like a family reunion. And so if you haven't been to First Baptist Church in a while and you just want to come for this day and visit with Keith and sing the old hymns and enjoy a super lunch and just have the fellowship together, it's going to be a great day.
I've been in numerous services with Pastor Keith, and he tells some great stories, doesn't he?
Yes, absolutely. Just so personable, such a wonderful man. He's serving now at First Baptist Church of Tuscaloosa in a staff role, but he has the third longest tenure in the history of our church. Going back to 1833.
Wow.
And so we're Keith is beloved. We're looking forward to seeing him, hearing from the Lord, hearing good preaching and good music and just a good time of fellowship together.
Now, Cup of Grace is some great food, too.
Yes, Cup of Grace, delicious food. You're going to have a wonderful lunch. You're going to enjoy that.
All right, now also, World Missions Day coming up soon, too, right?
Right. We have our World Communion Day on October the 1st is going to be, we're going to celebrate that at the First Presbyterian Church in their Grove on that Sunday at noon. And we'll have a service that several of the different churches in our community will be combining together for. And so right at high noon on October 1st, World Communion Day, we invite folks to come.
So what happens there?
Well, we sing, it's a brief service. It won't be long, and it's outdoors at the Grove there. But we will, we basically have a welcome. We will sing a hymn, we'll pray prayers, and we'll just take communion. But more than anything, it's the symbolism, the opportunity to say we are the body of Christ, and whether you go to this church or that church or whatever church, if you belong to Jesus, we're brothers and sisters, and we're going to celebrate together. So that's going to be, again, Sunday, October the 1st at noon at the Grove right outside of First Presbyterian in Sylacauga.
You know, people say, I want to be a part of that, but the Grove, where's the Grove?
Right, it's just the trees outside of the churchyard. It's just right there.
Oh, fantastic. Hey, don't forget these events. Again, let's capsule where we are and what's going to be going on Senior Day coming up September 26th.
Yes, it's Revive. It's our Senior Adult Revival, September 26th from 10 to 1. We'll have our first session, then we'll have lunch, then we'll have our second session. If you want to come, please let us know you're coming so we can make arrangements for a delicious meal by Cup of Grace. And we hope you'll be there. It'll be a fun day of revival.
This is not in my notes this morning, but what about the Texas Longhorns?
You know, I was afraid you might ask about that. I was at that game, as a matter of fact, and enjoyed the electric atmosphere. That was really the biggest win for Texas since 2005 as far as a road win.
What is your connection there?
I'm a graduate of the University of Texas. Maybe I should not say that. All the readers are now throwing things at their screen, but Karen and I met at the University of Texas, and we are alums there, so yeah.
Wow. All right. Fantastic. Senior Pastor Rick Patrick, First Baptist Church in Sylacauga. Always a pleasure, sir. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much, Jimmy Dale.
All right. More Daybreak coming up right after this.